Yeah, hello. Yesterday I got a very disturbing video somewhere in the southeast. Usually when I see such videos, I don't really spend too much time watching them in details. I for one, I hate gory atmosphere. I hate anything that portrays gory and more or less barbaric attitude. In that video, I saw members who claimed they were IPOB members and enforcing the sit-at-home order. Guns were fired. Innocent women who came out to trade were asked to leave while their properties destroyed. So, actually, one of my greatest fear since I've been embarking on this obedient movement is the fear that if there is any force that will bring down Peter Obi's case for a better Nigeria, will be Igbos themselves, because a part of these people are very good at shooting themselves in their own foot. So I'm all very afraid. So before we go any further, let's ask ourselves, am I against a people supposedly fighting for their freedom? Absolutely not. Am I against terror wherever it is unleashed? Yes, I'm against it. When they say IPOB is a terrorist group, you said, no, we are not terrorists, blah, 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 blah. We are fighting for freedom. You fail to understand what terror is. You have a very wrong idea of what terrorism is. That terrorism is only when you wear long robes and hijabs and to turban and you blow yourself up, you tie bombs around your waist and brandishing AK-47 while shooting and beheading people. You think terrorism is the one associated with Islamic terror. Terror is the act of forcing people to accept your ideology or suffer great consequences in the event of their refusal, which might even result to the loss of their lives. And that's what you are doing. That's what you are doing. Asking people to sit at home in the southeast for somebody that is jailed in Abuja, and you expect the people in Abuja to say they are sitting at home in the east. Let us free Nnamdi Kanu in Abuja. The hypocrisy of it all is that if you truly want Nnamdi Kanu to be free, if you really love Nnamdi Kanu, ask all Igbos, go and enforce sit at home in Abuja. When you do that, I'll know that yes, you really want Nnamdi Kanu to be free. But if it's that sit at home you are doing in the east, and you expect the man in Abuja to free Nnamdi Kanu, that is the greatest form of hypocrisy I can ever tell you. Ask all your Igbo brothers in Abuja to close their shop and enforce it. Then I know that yes, you really want Nnamdi Kanu to be free. To be disturbing innocent men and women, to take over the laws of the land when you are not constitutionally recognized to enforce anything, brandishing weapons along the street and enforcing people to sit at home. That to me is terrorization. Put it anyway or look at it anyway. If for any reason, this Peter Obi's mandate that you are fighting, eventually, because I said it before, if you go through my earlier pages, I said that if the only thing that can bring this mandate down will be the own goal that will be scored by IPOB. Because your argument is that Igbos are being marginalized in Nigeria. And for the first time in the history of this country, every tribe, irrespective of their race, religion, or region, have decided to support one of their own. People are going to the courts, praying. People went to Abuja, went to INEC office, Hausa, Igbo, Yoruba, Muslim, Christian, knelt down and prayed to God that please, Peter Obi is our savior, Peter Obi is our Messiah. If truly you felt Nigeria is marginalizing you and yet Nigerians are now behind you, then in the first place, your purpose and reason for saying Nigeria is marginalized is mischievous. You're lying. Why don't we walk this thing to the end? Let it be very obvious that yes, of course I know that there's a deliberate attempt for Igbos not to become president. That I know. I don't need a soothsayer to tell me that. But don't catch somebody around his elbows and expect you've caught him. wait till when we catch them on the wrist, and then we find a way forward. Besides, I am somebody who believes that the whole concept of IPOB Biafra is so mischievous, with glaring mischievous agenda. You don't want to sit and talk. You constitute yourself somewhere, determining people's fate, drawing maps and including people without having negotiating with them. Anyway, that's not the essence of this video. The essence of this video is the blatant terror I saw unleashing on innocent civilians. You are not the governor of the state. You are not a councillor in the state. You have no jurisdiction whatsoever on the state. Yet you are enforcing law, deliberately crippling the economy of your own state, believing that by crippling the economy of your own state, some people sitting in Abuja will feel the brunch or the crunch and release your person. Because in that video, it was saying that you want Nnamdi Kanu released, and you want Nnamdi Kanu released by putting hardship on your own people. In what planet does that make sense? I said it that if truly you love Nnamdi Kanu, go and enforce it at home in Abuja. Is that not where Nnamdi Kanu is? Go and enforce it there. Then I'll know that yes, you are serious. Leave those innocent women that are looking for money to feed their family alone. That's not the people. That's not your target. They are not the one holding Nnamdi Kanu. Your governor, some say, by the time we put it at home, our governors will feel it. Then they will force government to release Nnamdi Kanu. Your governors, even my boy who is a prefect in the school has power more than your governor. Who is listening? Do you know how they see Igbo governors in the north? They see them as tools. Now, hope Uzodimma want to tell governor to release Nnamdi Kanu, or which one? Name which one. You're not facing reality. If this is the Biafra you are selling for me, I don't want to be part of it. A Biafra that is brought by gun-wielding people that don't think. And you look even from their choice of words in that video. I hope I can download the video and put it, because I don't want Facebook to tamper with mine, so I will not want to put anything violence in my on this page. But the video is out there. This is not the way to go about liberation. You said Biafra struggle, according to IPOB, is not tribal, but everything about it is an Igbo conquest. It's an Igbo expansionist agenda. I've said it over and over again. You said it, and then this idea of grabbing people Delta, because there are Igbos in Delta is Biafra. Because there are Igbos in Edo is Delta. Because there are Igbos in Port Harcourt, it already seems very, very mischievous in the first place. The whole approach, in fact, right now with the activities of IPOB, you have made the whole Biafra commodity a very, very unsellable commodity. Anybody that speaks against your method of operation is an enemy, is a saboteur. The other day I was trying to explain what a saboteur means. A saboteur is not somebody amongst you. It's somebody amongst the person that you are trying to conquer, that made it possible for you to conquer the person. Anyway, let's not go into English. This whole thing, I saw that video and I'm like, is this how you want to get Biafra? By parading yourselves as cultists, as recalcitrants, as rogues, as terrorists? Is that how you want to get it? Why don't you employ some diplomacy, some tact, some clarity? People will see. You can ask for. You can protest by not necessarily wielding guns. I represent the social group and I want to have an audience with government. If you don't, nobody's going to arrest you because you are demanding. It's a right. It's an inalienable right of anybody to say I want to go. When you start wielding guns and threatening the lives of the very citizens that the government of the day swore to the constitution to protect, you are violating the laws of the country. So I am not against you fighting for Biafra, but I'm against when innocent civilians are being terrorized or forced to accept your ideology, especially when those ideology are forced by the tip of the gun. Why don't you sell it by advertising, by telling me how to accept it? If the eventual action that I saw in that video is a product of what you listened to for 8 years, then Biafra is a long way to come. My name is Magnus Oraka and I say please follow this page and share this post. now.